I began my visit at the North Gate on Kingsway, the perfect starting point to explore Central Park. From here, I was immediately greeted by the park's inviting pathways, surrounded by towering trees and the sounds of nature, setting the tone for an exciting and peaceful adventure. As I stepped through the North Gate of Central Park in Burnaby, it felt like entering a peaceful retreat, a world apart from the bustling city beyond. The air was fresh and crisp, carrying with it the earthy scent of damp soil and pine needles, and I could almost hear the whispers of history echoing through the trees. This land, once a vital naval reserve supplying the Royal Navy with towering masts and sturdy spars, had transformed into a serene sanctuary where nature and history interwove seamlessly. Upon entering, the joyful sound of children's laughter floated through the air, creating a vibrant atmosphere that welcomed me into this lively space. To my left, the playground of legends buzzed with activity. Brightly colored swings soared high, and slides spiraled down into a sea of laughter. Children dashed about with boundless energy, their faces lit up with joy as they explored this whimsical playground. Parents sat nearby on sun-warmed benches, their expressions a mix of watchful care and nostalgia as they witnessed their little ones weave new memories into the fabric of the park's legacy. Yet as I continued walking, these cheerful sounds gradually faded, giving way to the natural melody of the forest. A blend of soft bird song and the gentle whisper of the wind rustling through the leaves. It felt as if I was being lured deeper into the park's embrace, where the urban chaos melted away. The deeper I ventured, the more the urban world seemed to vanish. The towering Douglas firs and western red cedars rose high above me, their majestic trunks thick and gnarled, creating a canopy that filtered sunlight into delicate beams of gold. The soft moss beneath my feet cushioned each step, and the air was rich with the fresh, earthy scent of the forest. It was a sensory delight, every inhalation invigorating me, reminding me of the wild beauty that thrived just beyond the city limits. As I walked along the winding trails, the path beneath me shifted from compacted gravel to a softer, more yielding surface, drawing me further into the park. Here, the forest took on an entirely different character. The trees loomed like ancient sentinels, their branches intertwining to form a dense, leafy ceiling, allowing only scattered shafts of sunlight to pierce through, illuminating the forest floor in patches of warm light. I could feel the tranquility enveloping me, a gentle hush that contrasted sharply with the frenetic pace of city life. With every step, I became more attuned to the sights and sounds surrounding me. Soon I stumbled upon a serene pond, its surface still and reflective, mirroring the vibrant greens and blues of the forest. A pair of ducks glided gracefully across the water, their gentle ripples breaking the stillness like whispered secrets. Nearby, a solitary heron stood motionless at the water's edge, its keen eyes focused on the promise of its next meal. I paused for a moment, captivated by the profound quiet, the only sounds being the soft ripple of the water and the distant call of birds hidden among the branches. In that moment, I felt utterly removed from the chaos of daily life, cradled in nature's embrace. As I continued along the trail, every twist and turn offered something new and unexpected. The forest deepened around me, the canopy above growing denser, its branches knitting together to create a cool tunnel of green. Sunlight filtered through, casting intricate patterns on the ground, illuminating patches of wildflowers that burst forth in vibrant contrast to the deep greens and browns of the forest. The delicate beauty of these blooms, swaying gently in the breeze, added to the park's charm, inviting me to linger just a little longer. Eventually, I reached the Terry Fox Trail, a path imbued with a sense of history and purpose. Named in honor of one of Canada's greatest heroes, this 5-kilometer trail wound through some of the park's most scenic spots, offering not just a physical journey, but a reflective one as well. As I walked, I felt a profound sense of reverence wash over me, reminded of Terry Fox's relentless determination and his heroic fight against cancer. This part of the park resonated deeply within me, where nature and the indomitable human spirit intertwined beautifully. Continuing my exploration, the wildlife began to reveal itself in subtle yet unmistakable ways. A flash of movement caught my eye, a gray squirrel darting between the trees, its tiny body disappearing into the underbrush as quickly as it had appeared. Above me, the rhythmic drumming of a woodpecker echoed through the forest, its sharp beak tapping energetically against the bark of a nearby tree. In the distance, I caught a fleeting glimpse of a northern coyote, slipping silently between the trees, a wild reminder of the untamed world that thrived here, even in the shadow of the city. As I walked further, I became acutely aware of the delicate balance of life within the park. In some areas, invasive species like English ivy clung tenaciously to the trunks of native trees, threatening to choke out the natural flora. Yet, I learned that the park's community volunteers were tirelessly working to combat these invaders, ensuring that Central Park's ecosystem remained balanced and that its native species thrived. Their quiet battle, fought in the background, was essential for preserving the park's natural beauty for future generations. Eventually, I came to a tranquil clearing where the Terry Fox Trail intersected with the Trail of Hope. In this serene space, I paused to reflect not just on the beauty of the park, but on its deeper meaning. The park's history, once a critical naval reserve providing masts and spars for the Royal Navy, felt ever present in the towering trees that surrounded me. These ancient giants, once destined for ships that sailed the world's oceans, now stood as silent witnesses to the passage of time, guarding the secrets of the past within their bark. Before I left, I made a final stop at the Korean War Memorial, located on the park's western edge. It was a solemn place of reflection, a tribute to those who fought and sacrificed for peace. Standing before the memorial, I felt the weight of history settle around me, a poignant reminder that this park, with all its beauty and serenity, is also a place of remembrance and reverence. As the sun began its slow descent, casting long shadows across the park, I found a quiet bench to sit and take in the view. The golden light filtered through the trees, painting the landscape in hues of amber and gold. In that tranquil moment, I realized that Central Park had revealed itself to me as more than just a place of nature. It was a sanctuary, a bridge between past and present, where history and wilderness coexisted in perfect harmony. With every step, I had uncovered new layers of its story, new aspects of its beauty, and as I prepared to leave, I knew I would return. There were still more paths to explore, more stories to uncover, and countless moments of peace and adventure waiting within the depths of this hidden wilderness. My heart swelled with gratitude for the days spent wandering through the whispers of the trees, the gentle embrace of the forest, and the memories that lingered long after I stepped back into the bustling world outside. If this video resonated with you, I'd love for you to subscribe and share it with others who might enjoy it too. Your support truly helps me continue creating content that I'm passionate about. Thank you for being part of this journey.